Here we are at Cloverdale County Park in Barnegat, New Jersey. We do the main trail today. Take a look at all the cool things you can see along the way. Super cold today. Woke up to a low of 17 degrees Fahrenheit. Right now we're about at 28 degrees. So all those ticks should be in hiding with the frozen ground. So Cloverdale is known for three main industries here, namely cranberry industry, Christmas tree industry, and sphagnum moss harvesting. Now Barnegat itself used to be the epicenter of sphagnum moss harvesting. You may ask, aside from being beautiful, green, and lush, what did people use sphagnum moss for? Well, they used it for bandages because of its amazing absorbent properties and its ability to act as a mild antiseptic thanks to its extremely low pH, high acidity. So here we are at the edge of the bogs, and my keys just fell out of my pocket, so it's going to be a good idea to move them to another pocket. One second here. Alrighty, back on the trail. So here we are, the edge of the bogs. They're flooded right now. See a couple cranberry vines peeking up over the surface of the water. So flooding cranberry bogs is super useful because it protects the vines from extreme cold and kills a lot of the parasites that would normally affect the cranberries. There's a cute little bird that jumped out in front of me there. I'm going to venture a little bit off the main trail up here to show you a really dense patch of Atlantic white cedar. We have a little bird blind chilling back here. You can observe some birds there without disturbing them. Wow, can you hear that wind howling? That's crazy. Up there goes some sort of bird over there. Looks almost like a heron or an egret in this distance. Damn, that's a big bird nest there. Oh wow. This is icy, but we're gonna traverse it anyway. Wow, I've never seen it this full of water. And here we go. Let's not get our feet wet. Yikes! Oh man, feet are getting wet. And we're in it. And we're in it. And we're in it some more. And my feet are wet. And it's cold. Alright. What a wonderful start to the trail today. Here's that patch of cedar I was talking about here to the left. Traverse down here this little gully. Let's not get our feet any more wet than they already are. Beautiful immature trees, not too wide. Wouldn't quite use these yet for cedar siding or floorboards, but they're getting there. They must have cleared this a while back for the purposes of harvesting timber. See a huge patch of sphagnum back there. Super mucky. Alright, let's get back to the trail here. Traverse that icy mess again. I don't feel like doing the whole trail loop. I got some baby cedars right here. Look at those little fellas. Wonder if at this point, this biking through it will do any better. Nah, we stuck. We stuck. And we're in it again. And it's slippery. And my feet are wet. Alright. Got through the worst of it. My feet are like icicles now. We're gonna keep going. Get that blood a pumping and heat myself up. So I always wondered what it felt like to fall in the water when the Titanic was sinking. Well, I got a taste of it there. Just a taste though. Hypothermia would not be my way to go. Didn't take too long. I'm feeling my feet again, which is a good sign. Here's a wonderful little area that gets wet. It's full of aquatic sphagnum. Probably see beneath the pine needles that are littering. There's some red sphagnum on the other side too. Very cool, very cool. Lots of varieties. Change color from green to red in the winter. Beautiful little stretch here. Would love to kayak this, but I'm not sure where I'd put it in without dropping my phone in the water again. Listen to that flow. All that rain has to go somewhere. It's going towards the bay on the 4 Mile branch, which meets up with Mill Creek at Manahawkin Lake. This is the reservoir that they get the water from, called the Cranberry Bogs. They're flooded right now, but if you catch this place in the fall, it's an amazing spot to pick up some free organic cranberries. Just jump down there in the bogs, pick some ripe ones. Just don't get messed up by those sticker bushes. They're relentless, from what my Uncle Scott says. Trail continues beyond gate. Oh man, wish they didn't have these gates here, but they had to put them here because a lot of people like to use all-terrain vehicles here. So continue right towards the left here, close to the bog. All sorts of sedges and grasses, which I'm not adept at identifying. Although I know in this one bog further along the trail is not flooded. You can see a massive pitcher plant chilling in the middle. Here's a little bumpy spot. It's cool if they added this though, knowing that it would get flooded. Right, we're heading back onto the trail because we're not doing that icy foot thing again. Tons of pine cones here. which reminds me of a time I was taking a hike with my grandpa, get through all the trail, and just as about we're at the car, he trips and falls on a pine cone. Luckily he was alright, but it was a scary moment. It's when you get old, it's a lot harder to handle a fall like that. It's a lot of fun, this stretch here. Bunch of hills. Yeah. So here's the bog where I saw that massive pitcher plant. Must be hiding somewhere under that ice and water. Living as an aquatic, which it shouldn't be. Usually terrestrial. Growing on the edges of lakes. I've seen a bunch, especially at Stafford Forge, that can survive long periods being submerged. Wow, put up a new gate here. Good thing someone took an ATV and ran over the last one. Also, someone burnt down the original nature center they built here a while back. It's terrible. They spent all this time building it, gone just like that in an act of arson. Things some kids will do around here to get a kick. Yeah, so here's where the 4-mile branch exits the bogs, heads downstream towards Manahawkin Lake, with Holiday Lake actually being situated in the middle, which is the lake in Manahawkin by the tennis courts and the playground that they just revamped. Look at this flow. It's never like this over here. That's crazy. Got a secondary aqueduct there, letting this water flow out of the bogs and into 4-mile branch. Beautiful though. Wow. Look at that gushing. You see a couple of ripe cranberries still chilling in there. They last a while, believe it or not, even into the winter. Now cranberries are unique that they don't really reproduce by way of seed. They primarily reproduce with vegetative runners, little vines that spread out from the main plant, cling to the surface of the sand or sphagnum on which they grow. Fun fact, one guy up in, had to be Massachusetts or something like that, one of the original cranberry farmers, he was wondering why his cranberries grew so well after a strong windstorm blew sand from the nearby beach onto his bogs. Lo and behold, found out that sand helps cranberries grow. Allows their cuttings to root and those little runners to take hold. No water flowing here today, but cool little bridge they added here. Basically, what they do to propagate cranberries is they cut the runners into tons of little pieces. They spread them on a sand bed, and they roll over them with a big roller. Thereafter, they water them frequently, and they begin to take root quite quickly. Shout out to Lee Brothers Cranberries in Chatsworth. Stephen Lee hooked me up with some free cranberry vines, which was super awesome of him. I was looking for them to add to my bog garden. You may wonder, what's a cran? What's a cranberry? Well, actually comes from the name craneberry, because flowers look like the little heads of cranes, which are birds, in case you aren't aware. Alright, back onto the trail here. Almost on our way out. See a couple vines mixed in here towards the edge, and a little bit of sphagnum moss. Too bad it's not summertime. Bet we'd see some sundews back here, clinging for dear life as the water flows past. Alright, let's get around this gate now. Next time when we come here, I'm going to have to show you the grandfather bog, which is the first bog on the premises. It's situated way far away from the main bogs, out in the middle of the woods. But it's tricky to find. And I was given to find it is right on the way there, and left on the way back. So we'll see what that means next time. Stay tuned. Here we're almost back at the main homestead that used to exist here, which is now used for enormous bathrooms. Nope, we're not going to duck under this. Just take the bike under. So I believe these are the Christmas trees that they used to farm here. They look a lot different than the Christmas trees they sell nowadays. Super droopy, and some pines mixed in there too. You also have some nice picnic benches to enjoy a lunch under those trees. Albeit, I bet you there's a ton of bugs there come summertime. And you know how I feel about ticks. Absolutely despise those suckers. And here we are, heading back to the car. Time to warm those feet up more thoroughly, because I'm starting to feel it. plenty more to explore around here. We'll save that for next time. Until then, this has been Dylan Manfredi with the best bog adventures in South Jersey. Talk to you soon.